The purpose of this video is to provide a brief overview of the generator capability within Spectra. For more detail, you can refer to the Spectra reference manual located at our website, www.syntheticsound.com.au. Spectra has three additive generators. Generator 1 and Generator 2 are Fourier series generators consisting of up to 256 sine wave oscillators for periodic sound creation. There's also a noise generator which produces spectral white noise. The principal design goal of the generators was to give the user highly flexible periodic waveform generation capability. In Spectra, the user can define and use any periodic waveform and synthesize high-quality waveforms within the constraints of 256 harmonics. Effectively, this means Spectra's generators can create an almost infinite number of waveforms. Spectra's generators have 62 built-in waveform spectra. These are designed to provide a basic and varied palette of tone colors for synthesis. All of the internal spectra were developed using the synth itself, except for the first four. Mathematical equations were used to compute the magnitudes of the sine, saw, square, and triangle, while the analyzer was used to calculate their phases. Silence is included in the preset spectrum list, as there may be times when you want varied harmonics to play without any fundamental or existing spectrum. The three organ sounds were developed using the octaves and fifths multi-spectrum modulators. The spectrum modulator section can be a powerful tool for spectrum programming and creating real-time movement of sound. This will be covered in more detail within the Spectrum Modulators 1 and Spectrum Modulators 2 videos. There are 10 user-definable spectra named Spectrum 1 to 10. Each of these can be modified by the user via the Spectrum section of the editor. The next section in this video will describe this functionality in more detail. At the bottom of the internal spectra presets are two groups of spectra named Pulse 1 to 6 and Gapsol 1 to 6. These are included because they can be inserted into a spectral sequence to achieve sounds similar to wave shaping, pulse width modulation, or wavetable synthesis. Generator 1 includes a ring modulator in order to assist with creating inharmonic tones. The ring modulator multiplies the output of Generator 2 with the output of Generator 1, resulting in a sum and difference of the frequencies. Generator 1 and Generator 2 also have key tracking. At 100%, the pitch of the generator tracks to the note played. At 50%, the keyboard tracks to quarter tones. At 0%, the keyboard will only put out note 64. This can be handy for programming some percussive sounds. Generator 2 has a phase control, which enables you to offset the phase of Generator 2 with Generator 1. Almost all of the generator's parameters are modulatable. There are multiple ways to introduce new waveform tones into Spectra. The easiest way is to modify an existing spectrum by directly drawing or editing its harmonics. To do this, select one of the user-definable spectra as the waveform in the generator. In this case, Spectrum 2 is selected. Next, navigate to the Spectrum section of the editor and select the user-definable spectrum within the Generator Spectrum menu, in this case, Spectrum 2. This will enable you to hear the changes you will be making in real time. The caption bar in all editor screens displays information about what you are editing. In this case, the caption bar is highlighting we are in view mode. View mode for all editors enables you to see the entire spectrum of all 256 harmonics at once. In this instance, Spectrum 2 is being viewed with Harmonic 1 currently selected. The magnitude or level of the selected harmonic is also displayed in the caption. On the left-hand side is the magnitude scale. Note that you can alter this between linear values and decibel values by selecting the decibel option in the lower left-hand corner. On the right-hand side is a scaling tool. Notice that as you move to the right of the spectrum or higher in frequency, the magnitude values of the harmonics become very small. This is quite common, and to assist with viewing and editing of these small values, the scale on the right-hand side enables you to increase the scale of the display logarithmically. Selecting a higher number scale magnifies values closer to 0, while at the same time reducing magnification of numbers closer to 1. Note that setting the scale to 1 effectively applies no scaling at all. Finally, this display is generally called a histogram. It displays the amplitude of each harmonic within the currently selected user-definable sound. The spectrum view screen displays all 256 harmonics with the fundamental frequency represented by harmonic number 1. You can select any harmonics by simply clicking on it. To initialize the selected spectrum to an internal preset value, select the Init button. In this situation, a sawtooth wave has been chosen as the starting point. To begin editing this spectrum, select the Edit button. Note that the Edit screen displays a range of 64 harmonics relative to the selected harmonic. The scroll bar at the bottom shows your location within the spectrum and enables you to scroll through all 256 harmonics. To edit harmonics, you can select the harmonic you want to edit and holding the mouse button, drag the magnitude or magnitudes to the level you desire. If you get to the end of the 64 harmonic window, pressing the Rezoom button will recenter the currently selected harmonic. The standard Reason Undo feature also enables you to undo any unwanted edits. You can quickly set a harmonic value to any level in the left-hand scale by selecting the harmonic and then clicking the appropriate value in the scale. To copy a single value across a range of multiple harmonics, select the harmonic which contains the value you want to copy. Click on the magnitude value in the caption. Notice how it remains highlighted. This is indicating you are copying the current value. Next, click the selected harmonic again, and while holding down the mouse button, drag the mouse across the range of harmonics you want to set to this value. Releasing the mouse button stops the copy process, and the magnitude value in the caption becomes unhighlighted. While editing spectrum harmonics, you can set the editor to only apply edits to harmonics fitting a certain criteria within the harmonic edit setting. Selecting All will apply your changes to every harmonic edited. Selecting Non-Zero will only apply your edits to harmonics which are currently any value other than 0. The Odd setting will only apply your edits to odd harmonics. The Even setting will apply your edits only to even harmonics. On completion of editing, the Back button will take you back to the spectrum view screen. The Home button in every screen always returns you to the editor's home page or splash screen. Take care to save any spectrum edits you want to keep by saving the patch.